Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A. As you see a tarot cloth in front of me, you know it's time for me to kick some game to y'all for the month of March. These are your general readings for the month of March. Before I get started, if you feel like what I'm saying is not resonating with you, check out your moon and or rising sign, which I will have linked down below in the description box. While you were down there in that description box, go on and check out all them other links that I have and watch them videos. Got a lot of stuff popping up for March. Although it was February, we did end February with the Virgo full moon, which we move into March with that energy. We'll have the Pisces new moon at some point during this month. I don't know what day because I'm not looking at the calendar. What else? I got March love tarot readings for you guys as well. And whatever else is down there, go on and check it out. I truly appreciate y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe while you at it. Hit that little bell to keep up with when I put out new content, okay? This is going to be your typical 4-card spread for the month of March, looking at the overall energy for you this month, any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing. And because we are dealing with Pisces energy for most of March, going to be looking at where you need to just flow, what you need to let happen during this month. And as always, a quick little soul message. I will be reading with the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle deck, True Heart Intuitive Tarot deck, and the Sigil Oracle deck. For those of y'all that really like the cards and are interested in them decks, you can find them online wherever. I ain't got the links down there because I'm not an Amazon affiliate, so they don't pay me to plug these decks. So those are the names if you want them, okay? Alrighty guys, let's get into your spread. This video is for Aries, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising. Let's go on and get into your messages. The first card that you have coming up in your spread is in the position of the overall energy for you for the month of March. And you've got the Kiss. And so with your spread here, Aries, you've got a few different messages that almost seem kind of contradictory at points. But I will talk you through these things because I think that these energies are hitting different aspects of your life depending on who you are, where you are, what you're dealing with, okay? So the first thing that I get with this Kiss card here is that, well, first let's talk about the numerology on this card. This is 60, and 6 is amplified by 0 here. You've also got another 6 card here as well. And I also want to point out that core, which I'm not here yet, resonates with the number 5. This is the Hierophant and Tarot. And then you've got the 10 of discs. And so 10 is 1 amplified by 0. So your last 2 cards add up to 0. Add up to 6. So you've got a lot of 6 energy in your spread here. And when I talk about the numerical energy of the number 6, I'm looking at building upon foundations that you've put in place. And so what I get here, Aries, is that you've been working towards some sort of foundation, or you've planted the seeds of some sort of foundation, and you're now in a position to where you're actually getting ready to see your crop sprout up, and that is very fulfilling for you. I get that whatever you have put your energy into, whatever you put your time into, you put a lot of work into it. When the 6 card comes up, it's a card of due diligence. It's a number of due diligence as well. When 6 comes up, it's just like, no, I've been working towards this. And so Aries, I get that you have been working towards something or working on something or wanting something in your life. And during this month, I think that you'll be in a position to where you kind of get to reap what you've sown, or you kind of get to see the final product of what you've been working on. Now with the Kiss card, whatever this is, whatever comes into fruition, it is going to change your life in some sort of way. Although this is a Kiss card, I'm not picking up on romantic energies. Like, I'm sorry, Aries, I'm not picking up on rekindling of flames, or, marriages, or, more honeymoon phases in the relationship. I'm just getting that whatever you have been putting your time and your effort and your energy into, it's getting ready to show its face during this month of March. It's getting ready to start to become a real, I almost want to say like a real tangible thing. I almost get the sense that it's almost been a thought or something that hasn't been able to come into play in the physical just yet. But during the month of March, I think you will start to see bits and pieces that you've been, I don't know, hanging up on the shelf over here, that you've been putting in your pocket here. I think you'll start to see all these bits and pieces kind of start to get magnetized into the middle so that they can start building upon whatever it is that's supposed to be built upon for you during this month. You're being touched with a kiss. That sounds really crazy. You're being touched with a kiss. You're being kissed by the universe. What was that show? There's a show that used to come on when I was little. My grandma said, "Touched by an Angel." That's almost the energy here. There's something divine going on for you in the month of March. And also, Aries, I do want to point out that some of you will have your birthdays at the end of March, and most of you will have your birthdays in April, but you're wrapping up a cycle, and you're getting ready to come into something completely new. And whatever new cycle this is for you, Aries, it is, I get the sense that it's life altering. And I don't know, I get positive vibes from that card, and that's really all I want to say about that card. That's all I have for that card. I got more messages for the rest of your cards here in the spread. The next card that I have coming up for you guys in your spread is in the position of your crossing energies, your obstacles or challenges for this month. And you've got the Six of Swords. And so when we pull the Six of Swords with this deck in a crossing position, there is this energy of anxiety and of hanging on to things that you don't need to hang on to. And so that's why I was saying there's a lot of mixed messages here in your spread, because although, Aries, you're coming into a space to where you're getting touched and kissed by little angels, and there's life-altering things coming in for you, I also get the sense that as you move into this new space, you want to hang on to shit that doesn't serve you. And I really get the sense that you only want to hang on to these things because you think it looks right or because you feel like you deserve it. And I don't know what that could be attached to, but I'm here to tell you with this card is that, Aries, you need to snip on that. Whatever it is that you're like fighting for, that you are really like, no, I need to make sure this works out, or I need to make sure this happens. I feel like this message here with this Six of Swords in a crossing position card, it says that it's not going to work out, and it's not supposed to work out. If this, whatever you're attached to, had something to do with bringing whatever this kiss energy is into fruition, Aries, I need you to look at it like that and only like that. That this attachment was only for this. It's not meant to go past it. And I'm going to just tell y'all now, if y'all think I'm talking about a person or a significant other is what pops up in your head as I'm giving you these messages, you go on and you stay in that relationship and you see how things turn out. Okay? You just book a reading with me when y'all start to crumble. And y'all know I keep it real. Sorry, not sorry. So what I get with this cross Six of Swords here is that you have energy. You have some sort of transformative something coming in for you. Something that's like life altering. Something that's shifting your perspective, shifting your life, shifting your energy. And you may have created it or may have gotten into this space attached to whoever or whatever, or what might be a job, might be a person, might be a significant other. You created this or came into fruition by way of some sort of attachment with whatever this Six of Swords is pointing to. But what I will say is with many situations, there's karma attached to it, which means that certain things are only meant to be around for a certain amount of times. Certain people you're only meant to mix and mingle with for a certain amount of time. When you hang on to those things and when you stay in those energies, that's when things start to hit the fan. And what I will tell you is if you want to really experience this kiss energy, you got to turn this Six of Swords into an upright position and let whatever it is that you're still hanging on to go. And Aries, y'all are smart. You're cardinal. I feel like you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. But there is just some sort of, I get a I don't want to type of vibe coming from you. I don't want to because this is how I want it. Well, guess what, Aries? The universe said they don't care that you need to snip and let it go, because you're supposed to be transforming and progressing into something completely different, something that you're really in alignment with, something that is going to shift your life for the better and for the good. And you can't fully experience it while your energy is still attached here, okay? So turn the Six of Swords into an upright position as opposed to being stubborn about moving away from what it is that you're attached to. Allow yourself to let it go. Next card in your spread is in the position of where you need to tap into your neighboring sign's energy and just let life flow, let life lead you. And you've got the Ten of Discs, which what I like to see is Ten of Pentacles. Because that is the money card for me. However, with this card here, I pick up on this message of there being a little bit of confusion, Aries, especially by way of when these energies of this Six of Swords that you need to let go of, when that starts to pop up. I feel like there's confusion because, Aries, you're like, this is how things are supposed to look. Look, there's a little family in that card there. So I guess there's a message for some of you there that are really worried about like your family or your significant other or something of the sort. I don't know, but the messages here say, I don't know if that's gonna work out. So, but I mean, like, you live your best life. Like I said, I keep it very real. But as I was saying, with this Ten of Discs, this Ten of Pentacles, I get this sense that, Aries, you're like, I have done all this work. I have done what I needed to do. I have planned for this. Therefore, this is what I want. Aries, what you want is the Six of Swords crossed. And you need to come into a space to where you can decipher exactly what that is and where you can start to release that and let that go. Because you want something that does not want you. And I know that sounds very harsh, but what I mean by that is you are longing for something in a situation or with a person or with a job or with a friend or with a family member that the other side of that energy is not on the same page as you. And they may not even know it, or that situation may not even know it, but they're just not, it's not there. And while you trying to hold on to this is a crossing position and you're supposed to turn it in an upright position and let it go, you are actually moving yourself further and further and further away from the kiss. And this is what you're supposed to be coming into during this month, okay? So with this Ten of Discs card there, Aries, I think the message for you is to understand that you have done everything that you can do in the physical, and you have probably acquired everything that you're going to acquire in the physical in regards to whatever this situation is. Therefore, you do need to really heed the advice of turning the Six of Swords into an upright position and not hanging on to things that are you're no longer in alignment with. Because that's really what I get. I just get that, you did what you had to do, you got what you needed to get out of it. You still care, or you still have a very strong emotional investment or attachment to whatever this situation is. And therefore, you don't want to move. You don't want to do anything different. You don't want to change the way that things are, even if they seem to be detrimental to you, and even if they seem to keep moving you away from this position of, or from this energy of the kiss, okay? So during the month of March, I feel like I keep saying April to y'all, my bad. We're in March. During the month of March, you guys need to take some time to understand that you have been pulled and moved and you've walked down the path to be exactly where you are supposed to be right now. But you also have to understand that you can't take all of your baggage with you on this path, because you need empty bags to go and pick up whatever the kiss is. If you have a whole bunch of baggage and a whole bunch of Six of Swords cross energy kicking it with you, when you get to this point to where you can even see the kiss, you're going to be in a position to where it's like, oh gosh, I can't even open my energy up to accept it because it's consumed by this cross Six of Swords. And by the time you get there, it's going to be way harder to cut the cords of attachment to whatever this Six of Swords is. So just keep that in mind, okay? The last card in your spread, Aries, is in the position of your soul message, and you've got core. And I think this card kind of ties it all together, because I told you you've got messages that are kind of all over the place in this spread, but I think the core card ties it together. This core card is coming in with the message. When we're talking about core here, we're talking about your core beliefs, your value systems, all of those things. In the soul message position, what I get, Aries, is that you need to maybe reevaluate what you think is important. I get the sense that, like I was saying earlier, you feel like this is supposed to be, you feel like this is how things are supposed to look. But I get the sense that you need to tap into your inner being, okay? This card is associated, or it is the equivalent of the Hermit in tarot. And when we're talking about the Hermit card, we're talking about taking some time to yourself so you can reevaluate some things and figure out exactly what moves you need to make, the type of life that you need to be living. With this core card popping up here, I do get the sense that you need to take a moment and think about what's really important to you. Not what looks good, not what sounds good, not, oh, I put my energy in here and I did so much work good. You need to take a step back and say, okay, I know what I'm saying. I know what people are saying. I know what society says. But how do I feel about this right now? Do I even care about this shit anymore? Do I really want these cords of attachment to the Six of Swords, or have my beliefs, have my perspectives, have my morals shifted to bring me into the position of the kiss, to bring me into the energy of the kiss? Okay? Allow life to let you flow into the foundations that you were supposed to be in. Go with wherever your little heartstrings are pulling you. And listen, this card, this 10 of Discs popping up here, does tell me that if you surrender to, you know, the ebb and flow of life's currents, you will find yourself in a very positive and popping in abundance space. But you do have to understand that you can't flow in a river full of swords, baby. That don't make no sense. What you gonna do? You gonna bob and weave through some, so you gonna have cuts. And I mean, I wouldn't have time for that. So I'm cardinal too. I'm cardinal water. I really ain't got time for that. So I know Aries cardinal fire. You ain't got time for that. So take a step back during the month of March and kind of look at what you consider priorities, and then look at the things that you consider priorities and say, okay, but is this really a priority? Do I even care about this anymore? Do I even need this energy anymore? Do I even need to put myself in this situation anymore? What's good? What is my core? What do I care about at this point in time? And the answer is you care about the kiss. And so you need to shift your energies into getting you there. Let it go, Aries. And those are your messages for the month of March. I hope that they found you well. If you feel like you want your own personal reading, you can feel free to book one with me. I have my Etsy shop linked down below. I offer several different types of tarot spreads. I'm pretty sure I have something that you're looking for. If you don't see a spread on my Etsy shop that works for you, shoot me an email and we can work it out, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, like I said, I hope these messages find you well and help you maneuver through the month as you need to. I appreciate y'all, and I will catch y'all next time. Happy spring. Peace.